Well, happy Friday, Scouters Mountain students. I have missed you on the morning messages. We haven't had one for a week now. It was 1 week ago, last Friday, that I was leading a morning messages from a hotel that I was stuck out in that nasty weather outside. We have survived the winter ice storm. Welcome to Friday. It is February 19th, 2021. The last time I was with you was Friday, February 12th. So hopefully some of you have been wondering, where have the morning messages been? Well, we didn't have school on Monday. We didn't have school on Wednesday. We had late start yesterday, and now our first full day of school. Hopefully you're having a good day so far on this Friday, February 19th. What do we need to know today and into the upcoming week? Well, let's go through it, kids. On today, we know that Lunar New Year continues. In fact, from what I read, it goes through the 26th for some of our families who celebrate Lunar New Year. It was so much fun. And be sure you check out the special morning messages that I've posted to the school website. You can look on my school website, the one for Mr. Long, and you can find that. We had many families send in photos and videos of how they celebrate Lunar New Year. So cool to see many of our classmates and many kids who go to the same school as us here at Scouters and how they celebrate Lunar New Year. Check that out. Lunar New Year continues through the 26th or so. February, of course, is also Black History Month, which we've been studying all month long on these morning messages. We focus on a different historical figure each day. You guys are doing a wonderful job of sending in what you learn. You do some research, what you've learned about that particular person and why that person is so important in Black history and in American history for the most part. We'll have another figure today for you to research and get back to me about on Monday. Supply pickups, well, with the crummy weather, they were canceled this week. So no supply pickups. We did have some things for you. We'll save them for the next time. That will be in March. So not next week, which is the last week of February, but the following week, which will be the first week in March. That's when supply pickups will be again. First week in March, I believe that's March 2nd and March 4th. That's Tuesday and Thursday of that week. We'll have some great things for you in your supply bags, including a chance to play bingo at the end of that week. You need to get some bingo cards. We were supposed to have bingo night tonight. It was supposed to be tonight. We would all log in virtually. You would have your bingo cards that you would have picked up this week at supply pickups, and we could play bingo. I'd be calling numbers. I could say B12, and you could mark down on your cards if you had B12. We'd be playing for all kinds of prizes. Well, because of the weather, we weren't able to hand out the bingo cards, so bingo night has been postponed. It'll be Friday, March 5th, so a little bit in the future after our next supply pickup. So next time you can pick up your bingo cards at our supply pickup times in early March. Also wanted to encourage you, keep logging into Music PE and Mrs. Bell's Google Classrooms. I know I tell you that a lot, and a lot of you did an outstanding job. Mrs. Carter sent home certificates to those students who completed every single music assignment for the past quarter. Great job to all of those students. And Mrs. Bell has great things in her Google Classroom as well. And don't forget about morning movement in the mornings with Mr. Harrison. I mean, that's Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 8:40. You can log into my Google Classroom and we'll get some morning movement going on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. You've been doing a great job of that as well. Any questions? If you're not sure of what time certain things start or what's going on at school, is it a spirit day today? What do I need to know? You can always email me. There's the email address right there, longc@nclac.k12.or.us. You know that by now. A lot of you send me emails throughout the day, students and families. Love hearing from all of you students. You can always send me an email. Tell me about what's going on. Some of you like to send me pictures of what's happening at home. Always love getting those, and I will be sure to write you right back. Who has been celebrating a birthday this week? Well, the week is almost up, but we have had some birthdays. Abby Johnson and Arna earlier this week. Then Sari on the 16th. We had Jackson on the 16th as well from second grade. Olivia celebrated her birthday earlier this week as well. That would have been on Wednesday. So happy birthday, Olivia. And then one more, I believe, Juliana, which I believe is today. Today's the 19th, right? Happy birthday, Juliana, in fifth grade. Hope you have a great birthday. Then tomorrow, into the weekend, honors is tomorrow. And then Laurel will celebrate her birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday to all of you. Check your mailbox. If you haven't gotten it already, you should be getting a special certificate and a special prize in the mail from Mr. Long. Hopefully you've got that already. Happy birthday to all of you celebrating a birthday this goofy week when we had school canceled a couple of days, a late start, a holiday. It's been a strange week for sure. What else is going on? Oh, the daily challenge, which Mr. Long has been doing all month long. It hasn't changed this month because this month we are celebrating Black History and Excellence Month. And in order to celebrate Black History Month, we are introducing you to a different historical figure each day. Then you tell me what you've learned for the next morning messages. You guys are doing such a great job at this. Here is the latest photo that was way back. I guess it was last Friday we showed this photo because we haven't had a morning message since then. Who is that person and why is that person so important in Black history and in American history? Well, a lot of you figured out that person is right here. It is Frederick Douglass. And why is Frederick Douglass so important in American and Black history? And let's see what you guys came up with. Here is Kate Jansen, who made a great slide. It says Frederick Douglass fought for the freedom of slaves, equal rights for African Americans, and equal rights for women. And look at, she has all kinds of bullet points here. I'll go over a few of them. He was born in 1818 into slavery as Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey. He escaped slavery in 1838 at age 20 and changed his name to Frederick Douglass. And he fought for the freedom of all slaves. He was also involved in the women's rights movement. He continued to fight for African Americans and for their freedoms, as well as for women's rights, until he died in 1895. He wrote several books, and really what makes Frederick Douglass so important, he was born a slave, he escaped slavery, and then he fought for slaves' rights to eventually free slaves, so we don't have those anymore in our country. Frederick Douglass, very important person in Black history and in American history. And there's Cerie from Mr. Cook and Mrs. Grimm's room, very similar. Look at, she got a lot of information onto this slide. She says that Frederick Douglass published the abolitionist newspaper for 16 years, supporting the Underground Railroad. Remember, one of the people we studied earlier this month, Harriet Tubman, who created the Underground Railroad. Frederick Douglass was in support of that as well. He wrote his own story in the life of Frederick Douglass, published his own newspaper called the North Star. His motto was, right is of no sex. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. Truth is of no color. Doesn't matter what color your skin is. God is the father of us all, and we are all brethren. So Frederick Douglass really believed in equal rights for everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, a boy or a girl, or what color your skin is. He also, as Cerie points out there toward the bottom, he taught other slaves how to read. And his famous quote, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. We should remember that at school. Sometimes things are hard. Sometimes the math lesson you get in class is hard, or the English paper you're supposed to write is hard. But if we don't struggle, we're not going to get any better. At first, when CDL first started, when distance learning started, Mr. Long barely knew how to make a slideshow. And now I'm able to progress and make the morning messages every other morning because I struggled at first with technology, but I get better at it the more that I learn, just like you do with many different subjects. And Frederick Douglass taught us that there is no struggle. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Then we have Nikhil, who sent this in. Frederick Douglass was born into slavery in February of 1818. When he was around 12, his slave master, Sophia All, taught him the alphabet. Can you imagine not learning the alphabet until you're 12? Well, that's true, Nikhil. That happened. Later, Sophia's husband told her to stop teaching Frederick, and she did so. But Frederick Douglass secretly kept learning how to read and write. When he was an adult, he wrote autobiographies and even got nominated to be the U.S. Vice President. He was also an activist for women's suffrage or women's rights. So Frederick Douglass, a very important person in the history of our country, helping free slaves and teaching slaves to read and making sure that everyone is treated equally, no matter the color of their skin or if they're a man or a woman, boy or girl. Frederick Douglass, great job by our students sending in slides. You can do that too as well with our next person, slides, photos, anything that you learn, videos. Who is going to be our next person as we continue to celebrate Black History Month? Who is that person there? If you can identify that person as a famous Black American in Black history, who is that person and why is that person so important? Now, you may not know that picture right away, and I didn't either. I had to do some research. But why is that person important as we continue to celebrate Black History Month? Let's find out who that is. Her name is Madam C.J. Walker. Why is she important? Now, I know lots of you will start Googling this and looking it up. That's great. You can create your own slides, create your own photos or videos about why Madam C.J. Walker is important in the history of America and Black history. It's very interesting, her story, how she made millions of dollars as a Black woman during those times. Very uncommon. How does she make all her fortune? Very smart lady. You'll find out about that. Can't wait to see what you come up with for Monday. You can send all of your submissions to that email address right there. You know how to get a hold of me. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. Some of you make slides. Make sure you share them with me. You can find me at that same email address, and we'll get them into the morning messages. Let's get to our next part, which is where in Happy Valley did Mr. Long take this photo? And as a lot of you are discovering, where in Happy Valley did Mr. Long Google this photo? Because some of them come right off the computer. How about that one, which harkens back to much sunnier times? It's not that sunny outside these days, that's for sure. But wondered if you could recognize, just based on that little part, and actually that field right there is where lots of you are going to go to high school. Right behind that field, if you were looking the other way at the picture, you would see your brand new high school being built right now. What field is that? Did some of you come up with that? Let's see. Kate Jansen always makes some cool slides. Where was that? Here it comes. Here it comes. You're exactly right, Kate. That was Hoodview Park. And she's going to say it right there. Hoodview Park, where some of you have probably played baseball or softball or soccer. They have their football practice. Hoodview Park, which has artificial turf, so it's great when it rains a lot. We don't get a lot of mud at Hoodview Park. Where were you? Sari, who is new to Happy Valley, she figured it out. Hoodview Park, and it looks like she either copied my picture or she found the exact same picture on Google. Either way is fine, but great job, Sari, who is new to our area, but still figured out that was at Hoodview Park. And then Nikhil, who always does the spinners, it was Hoodview Park. There it is right there. So hopefully we get a chance to play at Hoodview Park again very soon. There is a play structure there along the cement path. There's some baseball fields, softball fields, soccer fields. A great place to kind of run around and not have to worry about getting too muddy in the rain because it's all artificial turf. All right, where is the next picture going to be after we see who solved the mystery? Well, we saw it. It was Kate, it was Nikhil, and it was Sari. Great job by all three fifth graders, kindergartners, first, second, third, fourth graders. Where were you on that one? Didn't hear from you on that one. Maybe you were stumped. But I know you won't be on this one because really you don't have to know where this picture was taking place. I actually, remember I said I was stuck in a hotel on Thursday and Friday because I was down where the Blazers play at the Moda Center. Here's a picture I got right off the TV. Look at, we're on there. So Portland had 6.1 inches of snow on Friday, Vancouver 8, Woodland 8, Happy Valley had 5 inches. That's where we are. I don't know where in the world Stella is. I thought that was just the name of one of our students here at school. But Happy Valley had 5 inches. So not where did Mr. Long take this photo, because obviously he took it off a TV. I want to see, what pictures did you take of all this snow and ice that we had recently? Did you take any photos, any videos of yourself playing in that snow or ice, or photos of you out in the snow or ice, or what happened to your trees? I know that we had some trees go down in our neighborhoods. Did you go without power for a while? Mr. Long did. I had no power at my house from Friday night until Tuesday morning. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. Whew, Mr. Long smelled from not showering in that long. But we have power now and hot water again. But do you have any cool snow or ice photos over this latest storm of yourself, of your family outside? Can't wait to see what you came up with. You can make a slide. You can just show me videos. I love the videos. Make sure you show me those if you have those and share them with me. Can't wait to see what you come up with. We'll put them all on the morning messages. There's where you send them. longc@nclac.k12.or.us. All right, before we move on, we always try to do some catch-up photos or videos. Those of you that maybe missed the deadline, but you wanted to submit something, I always ask people to submit their Mountain Dew Awards, which, by the way, will be handed out 1 week from today. Next Friday is another assembly with the Mountain Dew Awards. There's Aiden Bello, who earned an award. I'm trying to see there. It looks like it came from Miss Rowley. Congratulations, Aiden, in 4th grade. See if I can read that on my screen. It's pretty small. Aiden is always prepared for class each day. He is on time. He is engaged, and he completes his work on time. He is a delight to have in class. I would agree with that. Aiden, we're very glad to have you and your sister as a part of our school this year, new to our school this year. Congratulations earning that award. And who knows, maybe Aiden will earn another one this coming Friday when we have another round of Friday Howl Assemblies, and we'll hand out our Scouters Mountain Dew Awards. Great job, Aiden. Time to wrap up our show like we always do with our joke of the day. And today's joke, well, it comes from Nikhil. He sent this in a while ago, and in fact, he's in front of a TV as he shows this of me announcing the Blazer game when I got stuck downtown in the snow and ice. But I had fun announcing the Blazer game. So we'll see Nikhil, who asked his joke right here. Let me turn up the volume so we can make sure we can hear him. Here we go. There's the volume. All right, Nikhil, take it away. Let's hear what you have to say. Here we go.
Hi, Mr. Long.
Hi, Nikhil.
As you can see, I'm watching the Blazers game in the background while you're announcing. I can see you right there.
There I am, right there. There's my voice.
The joke of the day. What do you call a computer superhero?
What do you call a computer superhero? Computer superhero. Something about bytes, keyboards, mice. Is it Mighty Mouse? I have a mouse right here. Would it be Mighty Mouse? All right, Nikhil, tell us, what do you call a computer superhero? Lay it on us.
A screensaver.
Ah, a screensaver. Very good, Nikhil. That's a great joke. So Nikhil says you call them a screensaver. Excellent job. Very good. A screensaver. Yes, because heroes, of course, save other people, or they could save screens, I suppose. Excellent job. If you have a joke of the day, make sure you email it or send a video. That's my favorite. Send a video of you telling your joke to me so we can get it on the morning messages. Great job, Nikhil. I love that joke. I'm glad you were watching the Blazer game and could hear my voice. It's like a lot of you are probably getting sick of it already. You could hear it throughout the Moda Center and on TV in the background, me announcing the players as they score or come into the game. Great job. All right. You can always email your jokes right there to that email address. You know what it is by now. It's right there. And it is time to wrap this show up. Have a great day today on this Friday. It is time for the weekend. Hopefully you're getting your distance learning done for today on Friday, February 19th. Over the weekend, I would love to see what you come up with about Madam C.J. Walker. I would love to see if you can identify the mystery photo, which really isn't a photo. It asks you to show photos or videos or slides of you enjoying the cold storm that we had, the snow and the ice. Would love to get those before Monday as well. Can't wait to hear what you come up with and send in those jokes. Want to hear those as well. We'll be back at it on Monday, so have a great weekend. It looks like the clouds are clearing, so you can enjoy some fresh air after your distance learning today, and we'll see you right back here on Monday.